Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for booming in. The bears continue to dominate the market. It's a bear market out there. We're spawning new baby bear cubs. But we haven't seen too much funny bunny, I'll tell you that much. Haters and the funny bunnies are not in the box, but the bears are indeed. That's what's going on. All eyes on Wednesday's Fed meeting, and that's what I want to talk about today. As you see the SPY going down, everything is downtown. It's a bloodbath out there, and now everybody's looking to the game master, because let's let's call it for what it is. The Fed and central banks, they're the game masters. At the end of the day, we're playing in their sandbox in their game, because at the end of the day, BTC is valued in USD right now, okay? And so is all of the other cryptos. So let's see what happens. Let's see what they do, and if they increase the rates tomorrow. Now, it's expected a half a point, but they're saying more than half a point, maybe 0.75. Okay, what I think they need to do is they need to step on the gas. In my personal opinion, they need to step on the gas. And if they do, it's going to further crash the markets. But let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Let's clean up shop here and let's move forward. Okay, let's get this over with. Let's clean up shop and move forward. Okay, the faster we can get this over with, the faster things can kaboom. Shout out to the chat. Let me check out the chat. Shout out to the meta out there. Shout out to everybody on the Discord. I see you guys. Poison Elf, I7, Wally, MJ, and the rest of the boomers. Make sure you go ahead and tap into the Discord. It's been sleepy out there, but I'm still online. I'm still here, and I'm still watching intently, waiting for the opportunity. Now, I'll say I don't think the opportunity is here, but the DCA continues. The DCA continues. I'm DCAing all the way, especially now. Okay, and in fact, we've increased our DCA. You can see ETH doing a little bit of a green candle right now, hitting the green. Let me show you guys. This is just right now. Boom, you got ETH looking green right now. A little pumpage over there, up green candle this week somewhere, and that could be, you know, a time to move out of your position. Okay, because at some point you're going to see some green candles while the knife is falling. Unless you are willing to hold for the longer, mid to longer term, honestly. And that's what is going on. You got ETH there at 1222, looking like a bloodbath. When just a week ago, it was like over $1,500. You know, it's just not too long ago. It was 2,000. So, you know, down almost 50% in just a few days. So it's a major bloodbath. Like I said, I do expect some sort of bounce here. You know, we could see ETH maybe even bouncing up to 14 perhaps. But again, you know, unless you are interested in holding for the longer term, don't play games. Okay, you could, don't think that, all of a sudden this thing is going to swing back around in a month. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'll receive it because I'm going to hold ETH and BTC regardless. There's already a certain amount that I'm committed to. It's basically long term. So I got my long term bag. I got my hodl bag but for your operating bags and or your mid to short term bags, you may want to consider being a little bit more liquid. Indeed, we are in a recession and perhaps maybe a coming depression. And you need to be prepared and look at that dead in the eye. Perhaps maybe that's what's going to go on. Now, hopefully that's not the case and, things kaboom. But should it be the case, we'll be prepared. Now, for the long term here, I think that the BTC, the ETH are going to be here to stay, and we'll see all-time highs, 5 years or less, maybe even in 2. Okay? Now, as far as like the summer, even this year, probability of that, things are way too uncertain out here, guys. Way too uncertain. So hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Make sure that you reconsolidate. And unless you want to swing trade these little bounces, it drops 8 to 10%, then it bounces another 4%, and maybe you want to try to capture the gaps. I think that's way too risky for me. I don't want to go ahead and do that. Okay, so, I'm sitting comfy, BTC, ETH, and stable. I'll ride the storm. I'll tell you this, yesterday I considered perhaps having a little bit more stable. Cash is king in a recession and a depression. But again, I already have consolidated my bags, and what I feel is, I'm ready for the storm. What can I say out here, guys? And if you're not willing to hold BTC and ETH through the storm, I don't think you can call yourself a crypto maniac. And that's just what it is. We've seen the storms, but we got to realize out here that it may take longer than some of these newbies think. Just about a few months ago, or even a month ago, I was like, oh, maybe in the fall, or towards the end of the year. Now, I'll be honest with you, looking at the long-term chart here, we were looking at it, and it seems more like all of 2023, we could be trading sideways. Okay, so, we could be closer to the bottom. Okay, but as far as the trend changing and moving back up, I highly doubt it. Shout out to Illcryptmatic, rocking with the big champ. I appreciate you. Shout out to Cryptmatic. Shout out to Illmatic. One of the best. That we're saying Ready to Die was the best hip-hop album of all time. What was it? Rolling Stone said it, but I don't know. It could be Illmatic, though. They're both up there. Let me know what you think. Illmatic, obviously you're probably going to say Illmatic. Ready to Die is up there. But I think Illmatic has less skips. Not that Ready to Die has any really real skips, but you know what I mean. I think Illmatic's more concise. 1209 on ETH right now. We had a nice green candle in the past few minutes. You could see here really rebounded in the past, it kind of did a little rebound here. We're flirting, we saw Ethereum hit $1,000 just a few hours ago, about 12 hours ago, and there was talks that it went under 1,000 there on Uniswap. So hurry up and wait. Now listen, how low could ETH go? It obviously can go under 1,000. I mean, maybe $500-600. You know what I mean? I think we could still lose 50% from where we're at right now. I think that we can still see some blood. Now, will it happen? We'll see. All eyes are on the Fed meeting tomorrow. Okay, the Fed, in my opinion, what they need to do is raise the rates and crash the market. Get this over, and maybe then the prices can go back down. And people could start buying back in. So again, we got to make some room right here. Things too much, too quick. It was too, they were literally sending money out. They were mailing people money. What do you expect? The chickens are coming home to roost. Good morning, Poison Elf. I see you. So in my opinion, they need to do what Volcker did in the 80s and raise the rates 10, 20, I don't know, throw it up there high. Right now they're talking about 3-4%. That's not getting ahead of inflation. They need to put the rate at like 10-15%. I know it sounds scary, but I think maybe that would calm everybody down. It'll bring down the prices. More blood, more blood. Yeah, right now, guys, it's nice to have some stable and some fiat. I'm not gonna lie. There may be more blood, and that's when you want to fire. Okay, you keep hodling through the storm, you're not gonna have any more ammo to buy if it dips. Now, another strategy is don't touch it. Don't touch it. Treat it like a retirement. Don't touch it. And in fact, we've learned through time, if you don't touch it, it's not a bad move. You may have to wait a little longer, but don't touch it. Now, as far as the the baby alts, I'm not holding any baby alts. I'm not even holding Phantom right now. Yeah, I have a few Phantom in my wallet, but it's not a position. I'm not holding a position. I'm not waiting on it. Now, I'll be honest with you though, guys. It's as soon as I see the trend change, I do want to acquire the FTMs, the AVAXs, the Matics. I think they may have their run again. But we also keep our eyes on what the next trend could be, and we'll see what that trend could be, and it'll emerge. It'll show itself. You'll see the trend. They pop out during the bear. We started talking about DeFi in the bear market, and eventually it came. But it was a year before. Remember, I told you guys. And if you've been rocking with the champ, remember I was telling you, DeFi guys, watch out for DeFi, watch out for DeFi. And indeed, I think it was like the winter before the summer DeFi, and it kaboomed. Shout out to Passive Crypto Show, Poison Elf, and this guy's still rocking with me. Appreciate you, Metamaniacs. When things settle down and we trade side, where things get really, because right now there's still fear. There's still a lot of fear. I think when the fear subsides and there's just like people just forget about crypto, I'm gonna do the NFT drop then. At that point, I'll do the NFT drop in the free one, and we'll have some fun. Okay, and make it all that much more worth it. We do have the whitelist for the Gold Spades NFT, and I have a handful of people on that whitelist, and that'll be a free mint. And I'm just halting the mint till it gets more bearish. To be honest with you, okay, till the fear subsides. Really, not more bearish, till the fear subsides, and then we start trading sideways, and that'll give us something to do. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, as far as like the boom, the gain, guys, forget about all the booms and the gains for now. Right now, it's about delayed gratification. Okay, we just got to wait. Just wait, and also try to position ourselves in front of the next wave that may be approaching in the next year or two. And what that trend could be, I don't know. We recently talked about AI and machine learning as it relates to NFTs. And crypto itself and DeFi portfolios. Maybe there's going to be a lane there. I don't know. Okay, but I'll tell you this much. I'm fairly confident BTC and ETH are going to play a role in the game. And what's up with Pulse Chain? We had George Chops jump in the chat yesterday. Said, Pulse is the only thing that could help us. I'll tell you this much. I'm not hurrying up and waiting for that, guys. I mean, I got the position, and, should it work? It worked. But indeed, it was a sacrifice because that was already over about a year ago. So I kiss that goodbye. Hopefully, it just comes back around and there's a gain there. I'll be honest. I do think it's going to come back around at some point. I think they're going to do the drop. But, as far as the major gains that people are expecting, I don't know. I don't know. My plan, like if it drops now or even when it drops, my plan is to try to get back what I put in immediately. And then we'll see from there. But I'm trying to take, my initial investment or sacrifice plus some. So, maybe even if I can, get double immediately, I'll probably take it off the table. Interesting article over there on Washington Post. I'm not really wild about the publication, but, it's something worth reading over here. The Fed has no choice but to let this tantrum rip. It kind of goes over, what's going on in the Fed rate. So you could check it out and read it. It has several perspectives. It's just what I like about the article. So check this out. And I'll link this over there in the cord as well. But yeah, the announcement is tomorrow. And they're expected to raise the rate 0.5%. But some are saying that they're going to raise it 0.75%. So I think that's still too little. But maybe they're going to be doing that like every month now. Maybe this month 0.75%. Next month another 0.75%. And by the end of the year they could have raised it a few points. I mean, indeed, we're already up almost. What was the interest rate just a few months ago? Like 2%. Now it's like at 4%. So it's already doubled up since. But again, we're going to have at least like a 10% Fed funds rate to compete with inflation. Bottom line here. So, we're looking like the 70s and 80s when we were young guns. I don't remember how it felt because, I was a kid. But in hindsight, you could read about it and you could see what happened. You know what I mean? So, boom. Shout out to Passive Poison, Ilcrypmatic. I did hit the gym today. Hopefully you did as well. I hit my shoulders and did a little bit of back. Feeling strong on the shoulders. Feeling strong on the shoulders. I worked up 35 on each side, but hit the 5 like no problems. I did my sets like no problem. Well, I'm not gonna say no problem. There was a little squeeze on the last rep, but I wasn't expecting to do the 5 so with that little resistance. I was expecting it to be a little heavier. So next round I'll increase the rate. I'll probably throw a 40 on each side. So you can do the math. So 35, 70 plus 45, that's like 115, right? So that's what I was doing today, overhead. And I want to work back up to my goal of a plate overhead, which is 135. So it's up 245 on each side plus the 45-pound bar, 135. So I think my PR there is 5 times overhead. Or maybe I did it 3. I don't remember. But I know I touched the weight, and I definitely worked up to that weight. And that's where I want to get back to after that shoulder surgery, guys. I had a torn labrum. And it took me a while to rehab. And then when I was ready to go back, the pandemic struck. So I'm still trying to get back to where I was. But I'll be there. I'll be there. Eating well. Yesterday, I think, I don't know if it was, I think it was Corporate McMahon. He was talking about, Champ, talk more about your eating habits and how you're preparing your food. I was talking about eating more at home yesterday. And all last week, I switched to that. Not so much to save. That's something that I realized after the fact, but because I'm pretty dedicated now to eating healthier and getting bigger. Okay, so I'm trying to follow somewhat of a vertical diet loosely, but mostly eating at home. Mostly eating at home, and then trying to eat more steak and eggs in the morning. Not every single day, but almost. Today I hit the steak and eggs. A little sirloin, a small little sirloin strip, and 3 eggs. Kaboom. So throwing that protein in, and eating at home, staying healthy. What I mentioned is that I'm buying in bulk the ground beef and then freezing half-pound sandwich bags. But something I learned from Stan Efford Eating, which is the guy that promotes the vertical diet, is to smash it in the bag so it's completely flat and like a square in the sandwich bag, and then you freeze it like that so it freezes thin. That way, if you forgot to defrost, you could easily defrost it quickly right out of the freezer. And that's a kind of a problem that I would have. Is like, you buy food, but then it goes bad. But then if you freeze it, then it takes forever to defrost it. So having something that's easily defrosted, like that smashed ground beef, and it's basically just smashing it down so it freezes thin. That's it. And that way you could easily defrost it, or you can even throw it right there in the pan and cook it very slow while it's and let it defrost right there in the pan, because it's so thin. You know what I mean? It's not like you're trying to defrost this big pound brick. So shout out to that. I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll do a little. I remember when I was on keto, I was doing I did a few breakfast videos, just cooking up some breakfast, and people like that. So maybe I'll do. I was thinking about that. You guys are seeing the same little face in the Kaboom Daily, and after a while, people want to see something different. So just to switch up the thumbnail, maybe I take you guys outside or do some cooking or something. Let me know if you're. Shout out to Passive Poison, Ilcrypmatic, and all the meta boomers out there. I'm looking at the ETH charts, and man, I'll tell you. I mean, I'm glad that it's bouncing up right now. They're holding at 1,200, but watch out now. Watch out now. This thing may drop under 1,000. You got to be prepared. Okay, don't think that you're going to be buying now at 1,100 and this thing's going to rocket to 2,000, because that's unlikely. Now, if it does, great. Obviously, great. We got to be prepared to hold the bag, because chances are it could go lower, guys. Chances are it could go lower. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs. We got 3 maniacs over here in our chat. I appreciate you guys. Drop me a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. But I'm feeling good. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit more, at the ending of last week, And even over the weekend, I'm like, damn, what's next? What we're gonna do? You gotta just wait. You gotta just wait. I think things are gonna go down. I even was looking at business listings and everything, but I'm gonna give it a little bit because I think prices will kind of go down. I don't think they're going up anytime soon. How about that? I don't think they're going up anytime soon. I don't think the prices are going up anytime soon as far as the assets right now. Now, once things stabilize, maybe money will start pouring into commodities and cryptos again. Maybe once the stocks are down, but they're not as down as crypto. So maybe if the stocks bleed out a little bit more, they raise the rates. Who knows? Who knows? Always new in the box. I see you. Kaboom. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, guys, it's all about DCA and cash is king right now. Hopefully everybody has some sort of an income, whether it be directly from crypto, and that's few and far between, or from something else. But lower your spending, and if you can, DCA into your faves, but you're gonna have to wait. I was looking at the charts and checking out which coins have lost the least value compared to BTC and ETH, and that may be telling. So let's go over it real quick. And what I was doing is checking out the 7 days, see the biggest losers and the biggest gainers. And obviously, there's not many gainers. The only one that's actually gained over the past week is Leo token. This is I think Bitfinex's token, a centralized exchange. We've seen it before. This could be another BNB type. I'm not entirely, interested in getting it, but it's definitely on my radar, right? Like it's not down compared to everything else. Everything else here is a stable, and let's go ahead and keep scrolling down here until we find. So what's really interesting here is look at Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Still around there at 49, ranked number 49. It's only lost 8%. So I don't know. That's kind of weird, right? Bitcoin SV at $52, only down 8%, up 16% in the past 24. Is this coin? Just keep an eye on it. Neutrino, okay. No, that's a stable. Excuse me. Helium, and then this is the one that I wanted to point at. Theta. I like Theta. And Theta's only down 11, 12% in this hell of a bear market. Will Theta be the star of the next bull? I don't know. It has a lot of elements that may make it work, and that's why I was initially attracted to it, and I did have nodes and everything. Both nodes, not just a little baby edge node. I had the major node, and I believe that Theta could do something. It could do something, and if you don't know what this is, it's a live streaming platform that gonna have an NFT marketplace built into the platform. This has backing by Samsung and Google, so there's corporate interest involved. So it seems like it has a lot of things to win, and it seems like they're setting up a social network with live streaming and NFTs. It's kind of hot, it sounds attractive, especially to me, a live streamer. So I'm rooting for Theta. Do I have any right now? No. But I'm not ignoring it. Maybe it's a winner. And you got FTX Exchange, and then Cardano, the nerd coin. Cardano's only down 17% this week compared to Bitcoin that's down like 30. And then Decentraland. This is the OG metaverse land project. This has been around. This is the first, basically, I don't know if it's the first one, but it's definitely the first blue chip meta real estate thing. So don't sleep at night. Now let's look at the big losers. And the big losers out here. Who's lost more than BTC? Who was overvalued? Chain, ApeCoin. I agree. The hype with Ape was real. This was the last boom of the bull run. That was the last one. The NFTs and the little NFT coin, this was the last one. And that was it. That signaled the height of the NFT already signaled the end of everything, right? So yeah, I would agree that NFTs are a little hype, okay, which was my initial what I initially suspected at the beginning, but being that they were doing so well, we had no choice but to get exposed to it. And I can't say I'm glad I did, but I am glad I did. But I'll be honest with you, I got clapped with NFTs. I was better off not doing NFTs. Now, I was up and I'm down, but I think overall with that hate move, I got clapped. I was probably, but ultimately, you got to get your hands dirty and you got to know. And then we did the Medal of Honor drop, which I'm extremely grateful for because I got to learn how to do a drop on my own. Okay, so it's something, as far as the experience and education. Now, that was a free drop, so I didn't earn any revenue from that. Of course, there is a royalty or whatnot, but it's not like, there's volume to brag about. But maybe you never know. Okay, maybe because I want to tie in all these drops somehow, ultimately with the Metacock. This dump good for Bitcoin long term? I think so. Yeah. I think so. And you're asking what's expecting from the Fed meeting. I did mention that, but I'll go ahead and mention it over again. The Fed is going to meet tomorrow. They're expected to increase the interest rates by 0.5 point. But people are saying that they're more than likely going to do 0.75 of a point, which is 0.75. Now, listen, guys. I think they need to step on the gas and give it a little bit more, a little more oomph. I think that total interest rate should be closer to 10 plus, honestly, which would crash the game, but maybe it will bring us closer to getting this over with as soon as possible. Southpaw's here. He says, food for thought. In Bitcoin's history, BTC has never dropped below its previous bull run all-time high after reaching its current bull run all-time high. Okay. That's, I don't know if that's true, but it may be. It may be because the all-time high before was like 20K. And has it dropped below 20K? No. And then what was the previous all-time high before 20K? Was like 1,000 or 2? I forgot. It never dropped under that again. You may be right, Southpaw. In which case, we may be very near the bottom. Now, I look at it another way. I look at it like most of the time, you see BTC lose about 85% from its all-time high. And that's usually what happens. Okay, so that would bring us back to about $10,000. And I think that's still on the table. So 85% from its all-time high of about 60K and change or whatever. Bring you, I think it's like 9 or 10,000. So, somewhere around 10K. Yeah, he's right, but it will this time 85% from 70,000. 70,000. Yeah, I'm saying 60,000. I think the all-time high was 60, not 70. Now, I know. 60 and change. It never hit 70, but whatever. Point being is that 85% drop, so it would still put us below 20K. Closer to 10. So that's still on the table now. If we really will bleed that much, it's still, like I said, it's still on the table. And then not only that, once you hit the bottom, you're trading sideways in a range. Like last time, it bottomed out like around 3K and went from 20 to 3. That's about 85%. It was a major drop. And then from 3 back to about 11 or 12. Then it backed down like 6 or 7. So it traded in that $10,000 gap from 3 to a little bit above 10,000 for years, literally, before the next run. So once we bottomed out, we may trade in a range. Let's say we bottom out, I don't know, 10 or 15 or maybe 20, let's say. And then we'll trade in a $10,000 or $15,000 range, or maybe even a $20,000 range for years, or at least a year before we go into the next cycle. Some altcoins really holding even with this drop, says always new. Yeah, there's some. I was just mentioning Theta, and surprisingly, Bitcoin SV. I'm not really fond of that, but would love to buy alts if BTC hits about 11 or 12K. Yeah, listen, if it does, what I'm not trying to time the bottom. I'll start buying alts when I start seeing BTC clearly moving back up. So, if it bottoms out at 11 or 12K and, we see it go to 15, 16, getting back closer to 20, maybe I'll ease into I'm not trying to time the market, if and when BTC goes back and into the bullish mode, the altcoins are going to follow. They're going to follow, and they're going to actually make more gains than BTC. Many of them, not all of them, but we never had a blow off top this bull run. It was only a flat top. Bull runs end in blow off tops. This bull run ain't over, boys. We only did 3.5x from 20K. We will see 100K this year. I don't know, Southpaw. I mean, listen, I'm a crypto maniac, man. I've been in the game for years, okay? And I want to believe you. I'm not entirely convinced. But at the end of the day, I mean, I do have a HODL bag that I'm going to hold on no matter what, and we continue to DCA. So hopefully you're right, man. I hopefully you are. But each day that passes, I don't think so. I think we're going to see a little bit more blood. And in fact, I think I've been right. Ever since we went under $50,000, I called it. I was like, I think that was it. And then when we dropped under 40, we hit 36. I reconsolidated right there. If you've been following the channel, that's exactly what the champ did. Around 36, I said I sold them all. Except back into BTC and ETH and then USDC. Hewitt says, no, the sentiment would need to dramatically change. I mean, listen, if the Fed starts raising rates or, maybe the stock market bottoms out completely and then commodities start rising and people realize, oh, maybe Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. Maybe they'll start buying that. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I don't think that the traditional stocks have bottomed out, and we don't know what the Fed is going to do tomorrow. Is the Fed really going to start aggressively raising interest rates? So far, they kind of are, but maybe they step on the gas more. We had a double top this past bull run. Exactly, we did. We did have a double top this past, and I'll pull it back up. You're right about that, Poison. Bitcoin runs in 4 years, and we have another 2 to ride out. Yeah, two of either bearishness or sideways trading. So yeah, hopefully this dude Southpaw's right, because as far as not going under its past all-time high, I think that could be correct. But I just respectfully disagree. That's all. But hopefully he's right, man. Because if he is, we'll be in the money. Let's check out BTC again. This is, what we need to be looking at. Pull up that 5-year. And there it is, It bottomed out about 3,000. And traded sideways in that gap. And even when it hit the bottom of 3,000, it took a while to bottom out, though. From its all-time high in December 2018, it didn't bottom out till January 19. So it was a whole year of bearishness. Okay. And then it started going back up, but then kind of trading sideways for another year before the boom. So I think that we're going to see something similar, the similar pattern here. Here we are with the double top. Obvious 2 double tops right here. There's a top. Okay. The dump. But we're gonna have to go out here before we rise back again. We're gonna have to stretch this out sideways for a while here. We're still falling. We don't see it sideways yet. We don't see any sideways trading at all here on the macro scale. Look how much sideways trading is after 2017. It's basically sideways. Yeah, the gap is 3,000 to 12,000. But look at it. What's worse dump percent happened to Bitcoin since 2010? What's the worst dump percentage happened to Bitcoin since 2010 until now? I don't know, but I think it's lost more than 85% from the top in other times, and maybe 90 or 95. I don't know. Southpaw says, keep in mind lengthening cycles. Also, 3.5x for Bitcoin in this bull run is not sufficient to end a bull run. Yeah, but you're saying that that it has to 3.5x in order to complete the bull run. I think the money printer ran out. Retail's not buying anymore. Who's going to buy? Until retail starts buying or more institutions run in, they're not going to. And institutions don't have liquid capital right now to buy. Now, if the Fed keeps injecting money into the markets and they lower the rate, but they're not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. All eyes are on the Fed. We'll see what they do. Hopefully, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I kind of want them to raise the rates. Let's get this thing over with already. You know what I mean? That's it. They raise the rates. BTC goes down to $12,000, but then maybe we could start changing the game, and then we can start going 100K from there. But I do agree with Southpaw. We're going to see 100K BTC at some point. That I do agree with. And now how soon? I have no idea. Okay, but I'm holding for 100K BTC and more, honestly. I think we'll see even more than 100K BTC. Now, how soon will it come around? I think that's just a matter of, Southpaw says here, I say there, but we're looking towards the same directions. Okay? I think it's just a disagreement on how long it's going to take to get there. Not really where we're going. I think we're agreeing where we're going. I just think it's I think the ETA is different. Yeah, but they'll just drag it out. Let's see. I think they may drag it out and start raising it, 0.5% every month. And if they do that, there's going to be some sort of a stagflation, and they'll drag it out, and it could be a year or 2 or 3 before the traffic jam gets alleviated, because it's kind of a traffic jam right now. Prices are too damn high, right? And then money's becoming more expensive. So people are not doing anything. It's like a traffic jam. So either money gets cheaper or prices get down, come down. It's one of the two. How do you, raising the interest rate may bring prices down on some things. We'll see, guys. I mean, I'm not the Fed. I'm not the game master. But these guys, they're in control of the game, guys. And there's a direct correlation between BTC and ETH to the legacy markets. Unexpected things can happen, champ. Absolutely. Absolutely unexpected things can happen. Absolutely. And that's something we covered not too long ago. One thing about crypto is that anything can happen. I mean, you have a dog coin that can outperform assets that have more proposed value. You know what I mean? Like, they could look good on paper, and then here comes some meme coin that, what does it do? Really nothing, but it's just hype. So, anything can happen. But at the end of the day, those meme coins, they boomed in a booming market where there was disposable cash. There was cash being printed. They were sending cash to people via them. They were sending envelopes. They were sending money out. They stopped that. And the gas is up too. At $4.50, $5, $5.50 in Texas. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. It's in many places, it's over $5. It's so with these high prices, people are going to buy less. It creates a bit of a traffic jam. BTC bounced off the 200-day moving average. I'm still bullish. This bull run ain't over. Southpaw, we've been bearish since November. The market has been going down since November. Look at the chart. Look at November. November is the top. That's it. Look at November. I don't see how anyone could look at this chart and think that we're still in the bull run. I hope you're right, though. I'm going to be honest. I hope you are right, but I don't want to be the doomer and gloomer. I'm not like that. If you follow the champ, I'm all about positivity. Let's go. Let's kaboom. But, I mean, sheesh. Look at this. There's a pretty steep slope here, bro. This is a pretty steep slope here, bro. Okay? I'm not bullish. I'll be honest with you. Hopefully, I admire your positivity on that shit. I admire your positivity, but bro, this don't look bullish to me. This looks like we're slipping and sliding. People will cash out crypto in recession. It will take time, but great opportunity. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, listen, guys. I do think that, you look into the future here, 2024. If we bounce around here and then we take off in 24, I think what Southpaw is saying is that now we're just going to go right back up. And I doubt it, man. I think we're just going to have to go sideways here for a few months, a year or more. I mean, probably to 2024, bro. Honestly, we're going to have to slip and look at this last one. The top was here, 17. Things didn't activate till 20. 3 years till, things warmed up. And now we were here every single day. Okay? Don't act like the champ wasn't here every single day, rocking weekdays. Every single weekday I was here with you guys. Rocking with the best of them. In the trenches like a real maniac sniper. Acquiring the bag. I'm telling you, we've been out here. While people were crying, we had trolls in the box saying it was all over. We were steadily accumulating, sharpening the blades, preparing for the major kapump, and we ate. I'm telling you, I ate well. No complaints. I'll be honest with you. I have very little regrets with this last bull run. The Fed already said there will be pain. What else did you need to know? We'll see what they say tomorrow, but I think so. I think they're gonna raise the rates a little more aggressively than expected. I think they're gonna make money a little more expensive. Kaboom! Shout out to Southpaw. Hopefully you subscribe. We got a Discord. It's free to join, and post the leads there, and we're always tapped in. And I read everybody's comments. I read everybody's comments. So drop a comment out here. Not like some of these guys that they'll only read your comment if like you super chat them or something. Like, come on, man. And like, they act like there's so many comments they can't read them. Like you even people with 100K followers, they got time to read comments. Now, once you start pushing over that, maybe, but come on, most people, they got the time to read the comments. Hewitt says, great channel, keep it up. I appreciate it, Hewitt. We just been here every day. Nothing, as far as like, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just here, speaking the crypto word every single day. We're showing up to bat. We have been since before the 2017 bull run. We got in right before things really pumped into, the end of 2018. We've already celebrated 5+ years here on YouTube. One of the first to cover this crypto mania. The original Kaboomer. Okay, the Kaboom in crypto? That's mine. That's me. The crypto mania? That's me. The voice of the blockchain? That's me. Now, there's some people that try to rip it off, but the reals know. Can't be in crypto and not have passed through this channel. You can't call yourself a crypto maniac if you haven't listened to the champ at one point. And that's facts. I'm fairly confident that every single person that's anybody in crypto has passed through this channel. Elon included. Do I have evidence of that? No, but we've had some heavy hitters. Shout out to Hoskinson. He slid through at the beginning. From Cardano, which I call one of the nerdiest coins out there. But, they're doing well. They're holding up pretty well. Do I have Cardano now? No. Have you entered any positions yet? I've been in positions since before 2018. I've been in, what do you mean? I guess what you're asking is like new positions. No, I don't have any new positions. I'm waiting. I don't think, I think that things are going I don't know if the bottom's in. I don't know. It may be in already, but there's chances we may go down. I'm ready to go back in when the fear's gone. People still scared right now. I think when people have forgot about it, like, look at this chart right here. Like around here, the fear was like, people were no longer fearful. Back over here, there was a bunch of fear. But like around here, there was no fear. Obviously, there was some hype over here when things went back over 10K. But like over here, you know, people were whatever about crypto, and it took some time. And look what happened. Shout out to Satoshi Student, Titanium Black says straight facts. So, you know, I'm not in a rush to get back into positions. Now, be honest with you, if you're a swing trader and you want to go ahead with the volatility, that's another game. I've done that as well, but I'm not interested in doing that at the moment. But I've said that even in our Discord, that look out for this week's green candle. Okay, look out for this week's green candle, and then maybe an exit opportunity. And then if you were buying that dip over the weekend, you know, if you want to make those swing trades. Bye, like in sync. I like that one. That's awesome. I need that like on a baby bye. Imagine I had the little sound. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. When things start warming back up, I think I may have to bring that out. Baby bye. That's awesome. You see what I'm saying? Even out here in the bearish market, man. So there it is, guys. Look at this. You're looking at from 2018 to almost 2021. Look at 3 years before the next. So if we even do, let's say we do half the time. Let's say we do 1.5 years. So we're at 2022. That would be somewhere around here. It's like closer to 2024, right? Like, you know, somewhere around there, maybe I'll start singing Baby Bye Bye. Right now, I'm not singing that tune, man. I'll be honest with you. BTC Fear and Greed Index 8, Extreme Fear. Everyone is bearish. I smell a reversal. I think Southpaw took a long position and he's praying. Southpaw went long and he's hoping, boy. Good luck to you, man. Honestly, good luck to you. I'm not betting against you. I'm not doing any shorts or anything like that. I'm not leveraging. I don't do none of that. But I'm not following you on this one. I'm not following you into this one. But Southpaw's the one singing in sync right now. He's got the in sync blasting. Baby bye. That's awesome. I would play the song, but you know I'd get flagged. They'll demonetize the video immediately if I start playing in sync out here. Southpaw is a good beer. Nah, I like him. Stick around here, Southpaw. It's all good, man. We need somebody that's bullish out here. We need a bull right now. We need a bull. Do I need to bring back the little bull on the bottom right? The little baby bull? Just hodl. I can't stand leverage. Now I've been hodling. Now that's for sure. You're talking about hodl, man. I hodl all the way, man. You're talking to me, I hodl from 20 to 3, like the biggest maniac of all time. I was damn near like emancipated. I was skinny out there. I wasn't eating. It was bad for a moment out there. We hodled that last bull run of it, boy. We hodled. That's why. In this bull run, I was almost every week paying myself. Because in the last bull run, I wasn't even paying myself. I was like, this thing can go to 100,000. Man, when there's a bull run, pay yourself. Make sure you're paying yourself. Yeah. We got to all put on some in sync for Southpaw. Baby bye. Shout out to Southpaw. I appreciate you in the box. Shout out to Hewitt and Always New. It's pray time, man. Absolutely. So that's what it is, guys. We've been on for 49 minutes. A little longer than I expected out here, guys. I didn't think there was much to talk about, but you know, sometimes you just got to crack a joke, man, and relax. And see how it plays out. Tomorrow, all eyes are on the Fed. Let's see what they do. Hopefully, I'm going to be honest, hopefully they crank it up. That wouldn't be good for Southpaw. If they step on the gas and they increase the rates, it wouldn't be good for Southpaw. I'll give it that much. But I think that it would bring us one step closer to getting this thing over with and going into the next cycle. But you heard my opinion, guys. You know what it is. Let's see. Only time will tell. No one knows what they're talking about, including myself. So, including your favorite YouTubers, they don't know. We don't know. It's the Fed is in control right now, guys. Honestly, if you're playing in that game, if you're playing in the meta game with the fake fiat money, because crypto's also fake too. It's not really there. All right, guys. Stay strong out there. Make sure you hit the gym. I need you guys doing your repetitions. I need you guys putting on weight on the bar. I don't want you looking weak like this market. I don't want you looking like Vitalik out there. I need you eating your protein. Okay? I need you doing your sets. I need you focusing. If you can, pull up to the gym earlier than everyone else. The champ already pulled up. I'm usually there by 6, 7 in the morning with a sharp blade. Okay? In and out. I used to do 3 days on a heavier weight schedule. But I'm enjoying going 5 days a week now. It's good for my mental health as well. So make sure you do that. If you're interested in getting stronger, check out stronglifts.com. I have no affiliation with them. That's not an affiliate link. It's a free resource guide for a man to get stronger. Read the entire website. You don't have to buy anything. It's all there for you. There's nothing to buy. There's nothing to sign up. Just do it and focus. Kaboom. I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain. Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Champagne Crypto. Thank you.